We didn't notice it immediately. At first, it was just a feeling, like something subtle had gone wrong but hadn't announced itself yet. The laughter in the car faded before any of us understood why, conversations trailing off mid-sentence as our attention drifted downward, toward the glow of our phones. One by one, the bars disappeared. Full signal to nothing. No warning. No delay. Just the quiet, unsettling finality of no service. The road ahead narrowed into darkness, and the trees pressed closer on both sides, tall and dense, swallowing the headlights before they could travel far. This was supposed to be the faster route. The scenic shortcut. But as the silence settled in, it felt less like we had chosen the road, and more like the road had chosen us. Matteo was the first to break the silence. His phone vibrated in his hand, sharp and sudden, and for a brief moment relief flashed across his face. Then it vanished. His screen wasn't showing a new contact or a missed call. It was showing his own name. His own photo. A message sent from himself. The words were simple, but they landed like a warning shot: turn around. No one laughed this time. No one joked about glitches or delayed texts. Because beneath the message was something worse, a read receipt. The message had already been seen. Matteo hadn't touched anything. And yet, whatever sent it knew he was looking at it now. The car slowed as fog thickened ahead, curling across the asphalt like it was alive. The headlights caught the edge of a broken guardrail, twisted and bent away from the road, metal scarred as if something heavy had hit it hard, and kept going. Matteo's phone buzzed again. Another message from himself. This one wasn't a suggestion. It was a warning. If you pass the broken guardrail, don't stop. The words felt too specific. Too familiar. As if whoever sent them had already watched this moment unfold. As the car rolled past the damaged rail, no one spoke. Because the road didn't feel new anymore. It felt remembered. Then my phone vibrated. No service. No signal. And yet, a message waited. From me. My name. My photo. My words. Don't look at the trees when we pass the guardrail. Before I could speak, Kira gasped. Her phone lit up too. A message from herself. Then Sanaa's phone. Then all of them. 4 phones. 4 identical impossibilities. Each message different. Each one precise. Each one afraid. Whatever was happening wasn't random. It wasn't broken technology. It was coordinated. And it knew us better than we knew ourselves as we passed the guardrail. The fog thickened, pressing against the windows, muting sound, dulling depth. The trees leaned in closer here, branches tangling into shapes that begged to be looked at. My eyes fought the instinct to turn. To check. To confirm. It felt like something waited just outside my vision, patient and confident. Matteo read another message silently, his face draining of color. He locked his phone without sharing what it said. The car felt colder. The glass felt thinner. And the sense that we were being observed, carefully, deliberately, settled into the space between us. The voice didn't come from outside. It didn't echo through the trees or drift through the fog. It came from inside the car. Soft. Familiar. Close. It said Sanaa's name. Then Kira's. Each time it spoke, it sounded perfect, like someone who knew exactly how to say it so you'd respond without thinking. Every muscle in my body locked. Kira's phone message flashed in my mind: if you hear your name, don't answer. The voice waited after each name, lingering in the silence like it expected obedience. Like it had been obeyed before. Matteo's phone buzzed again. His hands trembled as he read the message aloud. If you answer, you'll confirm you're here. The word here didn't mean inside the car. It meant inside this place. Sanaa's phone warned her not to check the mirrors. My phone told me something worse: We're not the first version of us to drive this route. The realization settled slowly and horribly. This wasn't our first time here. It was just the first time we remembered. The road began repeating itself. A bent sign appeared again. A dead animal lay in the same position it had miles back. The fog didn't move forward or backward, it stayed with us, like a companion. The compass spun uselessly. Distance meant nothing. Direction meant less. My phone vibrated with a calm, matter-of-fact message: "You'll think you're going in circles. You are. But the circle is getting smaller." Panic rose in my chest, heavy and slow. Because circles don't go on forever. They close. Through the trees, we saw a building. A single light. A promise of people. Relief hit us so fast it felt dangerous. A roadside station. Or something pretending to be one. Every phone buzzed at once. Do not stop. That's not a station. Last time, you stopped because you wanted proof. Proof of what? That we weren't imagining it. That something was wrong. The light flickered as we approached, unstable and weak, like it struggled to exist at all. Someone stood by the pump. Still. Watching. They lifted a hand in a slow wave that felt rehearsed. As we passed, I saw their face, and felt my stomach drop. It wasn't distorted. It wasn't monstrous. It was incomplete. Like a memory that hadn't finished loading. Kira made a sound she tried to swallow. Her phone buzzed immediately. That's what happens when you look too long. The station vanished behind us as quickly as it appeared, swallowed by fog, like it had never been real. The car moved faster now. The trees narrowed. Instructions flooded our phones, different for each of us, forming a single path when combined. You have 12 minutes. Don't trust the light. If you argue, you miss the turn. Panic threatened to fracture us, but the messages guided us like rails beneath our fear. Someone, something, had mapped this road before. And they knew exactly how we would try to ruin our own escape. The turn appeared without warning. No sign. No marker. Just a tear in the forest. Sanaa hesitated for half a second. Her phone buzzed violently. Now. She turned. Gravel snapped beneath the tires. The main road disappeared behind us like it had never existed. Branches scraped the car, testing doors and windows. Mateo asked where we were going. His phone answered for him. Away from where we die. Fear made us loud. Accusatory. Desperate. We argued because arguing felt like control. Like choice. But the road didn't care. The messages kept coming, guiding Sanaa's hands, steadying her resolve. My phone told me the truth I didn't want to hear: you're going to blame the driver. Don't. She's the reason you survive. Survival wasn't guaranteed. It was conditional. I checked the mirror. The headlights were there instantly, too close, too bright. I turned around. Nothing. But the mirror still showed them, closing in. My phone buzzed hard. The mirror is the invitation. The light swallowed the reflection, then vanished. I sat frozen, knowing I'd broken a rule I hadn't even realized was sacred. The messages softened after that. Reassuring. Familiar. You survived this last time. The words felt like a hand on my shoulder, and a reminder that survival had already been gambled once before. The phones weren't just warnings. They were memory. Memory we couldn't carry ourselves. The clearing opened suddenly. A rusted radio tower stood at its center, surrounded by broken devices half buried in dirt. Every phone buzzed with the same message. This is the dead zone. Don't get out. The air felt wrong here, heavy, expectant. Like the place itself was listening. Something stood among the scrap. It moved like it was learning how. It held a phone. My phone buzzed. Don't let it hear your voice. The realization hit me hard and cold. It wasn't hunting us. It was learning us. Kira cried. The thing turned. Mateo covered her mouth. The thing waited, patient, holding its phone up like an offering. My phone warned me again. If it learns you, it follows you out. Silence became our only defense. Sanaa drove forward. Not faster. Not slower. Just forward. The thing watched us pass, close enough that I could see how wrong it was, how almost right. The fog swallowed it behind us. The road continued. The signal returned like nothing had happened. Lights. Streets. Civilization. None of us spoke. Later, I found a message thread I didn't remember creating. One final message waited at the top. Sent hours earlier. From me. If you're reading this, you got out. Don't go back for the version of you that didn't.